Hi friends, it's Victor Costa and welcome to the Daily Lift. I hope you're having an outstanding day and I hope today's podcast makes it even better for you. So today we talk about decision making. A lot of people tell me, Vic, I have a hard time making decisions. The decisions can be about anything from career path, which relationship to have or which job to take, which city to live in, or something as simple as I can never make a decision about what to wear or what to eat. And I wanted to tell you about my experience in dealing with other people and interviewing them, and especially interviewing successful people and successful decision makers. And the difference between people who make very, very good decisions and people who make poor decisions is that a lot of times the people who are making poor decisions are using a different toolkit. It's not that they're not smarter. It's not that they're not as observant. It's that they use a different set of skills to create the answer for themselves. So let me tell you about the people who make very, very good decisions or decisions that have very positive outcomes. And a lot of times, the reason those people make good decisions is because they are making decisions with their body. They are making decisions with how strong or how weak they feel internally. A lot of us tend to classify this as a gut instinct. And what's really interesting is the fact that I have spoken to people who have made decisions with their gut, but they have had a negative outcome. In other words, in their gut, there was an urge to go into a certain business, but the business didn't turn out very well. And so what was really fascinating was that even when the decision was made with the gut instinct, the individual who made the decision from that perspective was still able to feel good about the outcome. And there were some interesting decisions that those people had made using a different set of skills. In other words, they went against their gut instinct, but the outcome was positive. Believe it or not, even though the outcome was ultimately positive, they did not feel good about the outcome. That's really fascinating. In fact, one person told me that they had actually made money by going against their gut instinct, but they still didn't feel good about the decision. It brought them out of their comfort zone. Their comfort zone is their gut. And that body, your body, the decisions that are made sort of through a biofeedback mechanism are much, much better and smarter than you could ever make with your mind. The idea is to have these two things, the gut instinct and the mind, working in tandem. The mind takes the information, you digest the information, and you make the decision from the gut. So your body will feel stronger when you make the right decision. And like I said, we sometimes think of that as the gut instinct, but there's plenty of evidence to support this. The book Power versus Force, written by Dr. David Hawkins, talks about the body's strength in the face of organic matter versus inorganic matter, truth versus falsehood. And when the body comes into connection with something that is inorganic and bad for it, the body gets weaker, right? And people have, Hawkins specifically has used kinesiology studies, people's physical strength, to monitor their decision-making process. And when they come into contact with things that are inorganic or bad for them, the body physically goes weak. But when they come into contact with things that are good for them, the body feels strong. And so we can use our bodies to help us in our decision-making process. And you can trust it. The body is, in effect, the hallmark of truth. Your mind can read or digest false information and act upon that. But your body cannot lie to you, right? It's the perfect biofeedback mechanism. We sometimes say that this restaurant, although it's not in a good neighborhood, and the food isn't very good, has a good vibe. I like going there. Or when you walk into someone's home or apartment, there's sometimes something that tells you at a visceral level to get out. Energy isn't good in here, or you shouldn't be here, or there's something about to develop. A lot of people have this when they start trusting their gut. They're able to use this in varied types of circumstances. And you will find that you will gravitate toward people who make you feel better inside, physically stronger. And there are other people who you will not feel good around. Listen to this mechanism. Listen to this body's biofeedback mechanism. Heed this, because it will rarely steer you wrong. So, how do we make decisions? How do we make better decisions? We think about what one particular route, if it's between two specific things, and see how you feel. See how you feel physically. Stop writing down the list of pros and cons. That's great in the beginning to understand what you're dealing with, but go with your gut instinct. Use the body's sense of strength to help you make your decisions. So that's today's Daily Lift. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I hope this podcast helps you make better decisions along the way, and trust your body. Have a wonderful day. Victor Costa signing off for the Daily Lift.